got a picture from thisiswhyimbroke.com just to kind of show you how easy it is to piss away your money. Here you've got a 68,000 water jet pack that you could easily be throwing away your retirement savings on. Today we're going to talk a little bit about optimizing your spending so you can still spend money, but you don't have to be buying the jet pack. Now, at the end of the day, a lot of us are going to spend our money on pretty much the same thing. This is a Bureau of Labor Statistics graph or chart of how we percentage-wise spend our money, or how the average American does. Notice there's food, housing, etc. In college, we're really going to be focused on food, dorm expenses, books, etc. And I'm going to show you how to optimize, take a little bit of a percent off of those amounts of savings today. Now, here's me on a trip to Canada that I paid for by myself while saving my own money that I allocate to spend. If you can save 10% of the money that you've been allocated to spend on the budget that I use, I went to Canada for 3 weeks by saving money for just 2 years. You can save up money for big ticket purchases in a very easy way, even on a college budget. You don't need an economics degree or a six-figure income to go on a vacation that you would enjoy for the rest of your life. Now look, you're a stressed out college kid. You don't want to spend a ton of time researching deals. But I'm here to tell you that if you spend 5-10 minutes on everyday purchases, that knowledge is going to accrue. And as you start to learn, you're going to realize more and more about how easy it is to save money on everyday things, just like food, just like textbooks, and you'll be building those habits for a better life. And of course, it's easiest to start now. So today we're going to start with 3 main components of spending optimization. Everyday expenses, then I'm going to talk about buying things that you want, and then I'm going to talk about travel, just as a nice little bonus to talk about things that you might not be able to have the opportunity for in college when you actually do. Now, up here is the weekly ad from Publix. Just goes to show you that there are going to be deals at Publix no matter what. There's deals in grocery stores, and just as the rule of thumb, buying your own groceries and cooking them, buying them in bulk when they're on sale, etc., and freezing them is always going to be advantageous over going to a restaurant. Now look, you guys don't always have the opportunity to do this, but if you can save a few dollars a week or month on meals, that would be great. Now look, we're in college, we go to restaurants a lot. I've got an app called TasteBud up here that automatically refunds your credit card by a discount for local Gainesville restaurants. We can talk about it afterwards if you want to look at the app. But that's a great way to save money even when you make the financially irresponsible decision to go to a restaurant. So you decide to go to Chipotle, at least you save 20% or so. Now, here we have one of the biggest expenses that you'll be accruing in your college career, textbooks. I know a lot of you bought them once, twice, whatever. Renting is obviously more important, and I use an aggregator like bigwords.com that searches websites all across the internet just to find the cheapest price. If you can save a few $100s, that's a crazy increase into your budget that you can use for big ticket expenses going on, and you can go on great trips or save money for that vacation. Now, everything I just talked about is about 5 minutes, 10 minutes of work. If you took 5 minutes right now to rethink how you eat, how you go out, how you spend money on events, how you buy textbooks, you'll be able to start saving money with your spending money and be able to spend it more efficiently. Now, I like to talk about something like, you know how we were talking about compounding interest before? I like to talk about compounding knowledge. Because if you spend 5 minutes every single time, you're going to be accruing an amount of knowledge that most people in their 30s don't get about saving your spent money. Now, at the end of the day, you might not learn in 5 minutes the best way to buy groceries, but you will get a head start. And the next time you spend 5 minutes, you'll be even smarter. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is shopping for the things you want. And no, you don't have to fight a bunch of people on Black Friday to get that great TV or to get that great electronic device. For me, in my opinion, shopping for anything, whether it be clothing, electronics, home goods, etc., is all about timing and patience. Now, in a second, I'm going to have a website called slickdeals.net up. It's one of the thousands of deal aggregators that people post onto websites. And it's going to show you discounts on various items. Obviously, you can see there's a multitude of items. It's not just electronics. So if you're looking for that new digital camera, you're looking for a new computer, the important thing about this is patience. If you can save 10-20%, especially for some of these big ticket items like a DSLR camera, you're saving $100 that you can easily use on other things. Now the next thing that's going to come up is something that we do in college a lot. A lot of you have football tickets, a lot of you go to concerts, festivals, etc. It's very important to start budgeting these expenses in advance, because if you can buy them in advance, you can optimize your costs better. Now I like to buy 2 tickets to an event that I go to and try to sell the second one. That kind of turns your negative into a positive. Obviously, you're not going to have the opportunity to do that all the time, but you might as well try and get a head start on your purchases and think about it before the day before. Now next, we're going to talk about travel. Of course, not all of you can travel the world on a college budget. Not all of you can travel the world, won't be able to travel the world until you make a big salary. But you can start budgeting for a vacation today with your saved money that I've just taught you in the last 4 minutes. And from here, you can start looking for websites that show you great deals. Now next, I'm going to show you a website called hitmonk.com, which is a flight aggregator. There are plenty. I don't know if you've seen commercials for Kayak. They're going to show you deals for transportation in your area. There are other options for transportation, just like flying, taking trains, you take a bus. All this money that you save can go towards your actual vacation. Cheapair.com recommends that you book a flight 54 days in advance. At the end of the day, if you book your flight in advance, you're going to be better off. instead of worrying at the last second. The next thing here, I'm going to show you a thing called hostels. I don't know if any of you have been abroad, but hostels are a great opportunity for students especially to meet other people from around the world and go to places like Paris for $23 a night on New Year's Eve. I looked this up yesterday. So this is a great opportunity to save your money in every way, shape, or form. Now, when I went to Canada, I was there for 3 weeks, and then I went to New York afterwards. I was in the Met, I'm pretty sure it's in the Met, and they offer a student rate once a week, and if you plan your itinerary in advance, most attractions will have a student rate or even a free day for you to experience all that a city has to offer at a very cheap or low budget. And once again, it's all about timing. If you can save your time now, and you can budget in advance for your spending, you're going to save a lot more money. Now, obviously, cooking on vacation is great. You save a lot more money with restaurants, but it plays to a larger point. And my last big thing is if you budget your expenses in advance, you say, hey, I'm going to spend $50 a day on vacation, you'll be able to optimize that if you plan. Planning is the key to having optimized spending and having more money in your pocket left over. Now, in a second, we're going to talk about the conclusion. We're going to talk at the end about how we built tiny habits in the last 6 minutes or so, and how you can build wealth just from those tiny habits. At the end of the day, if you can save 10-20% now, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, median income is $50,000. You save 10% of your income, that's $5,000 a year. Straight in your pocket, goes straight to a big ticket purchase or even an investment account. And then the last thing I'll show you is that when you build the habits now, it'll be a lot easier going forward. A peer-reviewed journal of Cambridge Psychologists said that money can actually buy happiness if you spend the money on things that fit your personality. At the end of the day, if you budget your personal expenses correctly, you will have the money to buy the things that you love and make your life even better. And when you optimize your spending, that'll always be a great thing. Next is going to be Albert. He's going to talk to you a little bit more about the application of all the stuff we've learned today.